What's up, YouTube? This is 4th Star TCG, and I have just hit 500 subscribers as of me making this video. I am extremely grateful to everyone who has subscribed, whether you're a new subscriber, whether you've been with me since I had 50 subscribers. I'm just so grateful to all of you guys for supporting me, and it's been a fantastic journey for me. And I hope to add another 500 in the near future, and add another and another and another. But I have an amazing amount of respect for everyone who's stuck with my channel for a long time and keeps watching my videos and keeps commenting. And you guys are really the reason that I do this. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for, might sound kind of cheesy, but the views, the likes, the comments that people get that show that people are actually interested in my cards. And what I have to show you guys. So for my 500 subscriber special, I will be showing off the best and greatest cards in my collection and all of the wonderful stories behind them, whether that be if I pulled it myself, where I got it from, or anything like that. All of these cards are graded. I've graded them myself. There are a couple that I've purchased graded, but not many. So let's get right into it. And the first card here is one of the most beautiful cards that I think has ever made, which is the fully silver, full art Dialga EX from the Hyper Metal Chain Deck, graded A Gem Mint 10. Now, you've seen the card, and now for the story. When Phantom Gate came out, it was the first time that I had actually purchased new booster boxes of a set, and I had to, of a Japanese set, and I had to wait for them to come from Japan. So I waited, shipped EMS, I was extremely excited to open them up, and I got amazing pulls out of my two Phantom Gate booster boxes. I will definitely show some cards from that later on in this video, but I purchased two Hyper Metal Chain Decks as well, and I didn't pull a full metal Dialga, and I really wanted one, so I ended up ordering a case, which is 6, to be guaranteed one. The case wasn't too expensive. I think it was like $45 or something, but the shipping, because the case was so big, was so expensive. But it was worth it to get this full metal Dialga, graded A Gem Mint 10. I am extremely happy with this card and love to have it in my collection. The next card is my PSA 10 Gem Mint Darkrai EX Full Art from Dark Explorers. This is one of 5 Gem Mint 10 graded examples in the world, and I'm extremely proud to have this one in my collection. There's a very interesting story that goes with this as well. Back in last August, about a year ago, I made a purchase from Pokemon Canadians. One of the guys posted a big sale video, and I contacted him, said I wanted some cards. I paid him, and he didn't ship for an extremely long time. I don't know what was going on with him, but he just didn't ship for an extremely long time, and I kept bothering him. I kept messaging him, because there were a lot of really nice cards in it, and at the time I was really trying to get a mint condition Darkrai EX Full Art to grade, and this was one of the cards that I was looking forward to getting. And eventually he finally shipped it, and I got it. He shipped it international with tracking, which was really expensive for him. He didn't charge me any extra, but it was and he threw in a bunch of extra cards that I didn't pay for as well, which was nice of him, but still kind of stink, because I had to wait like 2 to 3 months to get this. But when I got it, I immediately sleeved and card savered the Darkrai EX Full Art, sent it off to PSA, and I was extremely surprised when it got a 10. But I'm so happy, because now I don't have to search any longer for a Gem Mint Darkrai EX Full Art. Next up, we're already, 4 minutes into this video, and I've only shown you guys 2 cards. But I have my Ultra Rare Mega Manectric EX from Phantom Gate. I pulled this card myself out of the first Japanese booster box that I ever opened, and I was over the moon about pulling this. I was totally not expecting to get it. I'd only ordered 2 booster boxes, and this came out of the first one, and I was just so happy, so blown away. Got it graded, and it got a PSA 10. Well, it doesn't really fit in my collection. I'm going to keep it forever just because I pulled it myself out of the first booster box that I opened, first Japanese one, and I'm just so happy to have this card. Next up is one of what I consider the most beautiful cards in my collection. Umbreon EX Japanese from Golden Sky Silvery Ocean. I actually purchased this card off of eBay for $35, and I was so happy that I was able to get it. I was actually like, I was like 50% sure it was a scam, because I did not think you could get a Gem Mint 10 Japanese old school EX card, especially an Umbreon EX, for 35 bucks. It is unlimited edition, but I mean, if it was first edition, I feel like it would go for a lot more. But very nice. And again, another card. Might not seem like much. Reverse Hollow Salamence from EX Delta Species, graded a PSA 9. The reason this card is in here is because it is the first graded card that I ever purchased. I purchased it from Hisoka 107. I definitely overpaid for it, but at the time I was just so happy to have a graded card in my collection. Next up, we have Alakazam Gold Star, graded a PSA 9. I'm extremely happy with this grade because I purchased it off of Troll Toad, which is known for not having the best condition cards. So to purchase a Gold Star card off of them and grade it a 9, that's really nice. And I got this for a fantastic price. I think I paid maybe in the high 20s to low $30 for this card. And now it goes for much, much more. Next up, I have two more graded Gold Star cards. I have Flareon and Vaporeon, both graded a PSA 9. There was a seller who put up a lot of PSA 9 graded Gold Stars, and they actually didn't end up going for that much. I think I paid about $50 for each of these. I got them on auction, and I'm extremely happy with that. These were the first couple of graded Gold Stars that I had in my collection, and I love the Gold Star cards, and I'm so happy to get these in my collection, and I don't think I'll ever sell them. I might send them in to get reholdered or something, but they're just so nice, and I love the Gold Star artwork, and these are really sentimental to me, being the first graded Gold Stars I ever had in my collection. Next up, we have a Gem Mint 10 Articuno EX from EX Fire Red Leaf Green. Another fantastic card. I love the Crystal Shard Hollow pattern on this card. It goes all over the card. It's a secret rare. And I purchased this from Troll Toad for like $11, so really happy that it graded a 10. Next up, we have a Gem Mint 10 Lysander's Trump card from Phantom Forces. At the release of XY Phantom Forces, I purchased a lot of Lysander's Trump card just because I loved the artwork so much and it was a cheap card. The Japanese one would go for $20 to $30 because the artwork was so cool. But in English, prices of cards are a lot more related to playability, and because Lysander's Trump card wasn't a 4-of card in any deck, it's actually been banned, but I don't know if I'll do a video on that later, but I have some views on that I don't want to get into now. But this Gem Mint 10, I actually have handled 2 of the 3. This is a population 3 card. There are 3 graded Gem Mint 10. 2 have been personally graded by me. One I sold to Hisoka 107 to help out with his collection, and this one is staying in my collection for now. Next up, I did not pull the Lysander's Trump card myself, but I pulled this card myself. Mega Aggron EX from my Primal Clash booster box. Graded a Gem Mint 10, was definitely not expecting that grade, but extremely happy to have it. Next up, another card I pulled myself. Gold VS Seeker from Emerald Break. I was totally not expecting this card when I pulled it. I actually thought the pack was done with, and then I saw a little sparkle on the edge, and I was like, oh, what's this? It's a Gold VS Seeker. One of the hardest cards to pull out of Emerald Break, so very happy to get it myself, and graded a Gem Mint 10. Next up, another Gold Star card. Kyogre Gold Star from EX Delta Species. Again, I paid, I think, maybe $36 for this, which is incredibly low for a mint condition gold star card, and it graded a 9. Purchased off of Troll and Toad, where I purchased a lot of my cards before I got into buying singles on eBay, and just so happy that this card graded a 9. One of the most fantastic cards in my collection. Definitely will never be selling this. Excuse me. Next up, we have a Gem Mint 10 Groudon EX from Hail Blizzard. It is first edition. PSA has mislabeled this, but this card is really in here just because it looks so cool. Groudon is extremely menacing, and I'm so happy to have this card graded Gem Mint 10. I've been looking for it for a really long time, and just really happy to get it. Next up, we have Latios EX Full Art Gem Mint 10. This card has been a lot of places. I purchased it off of eBay, and I was astounded by the card condition when I got it. I actually sent it off to Silver Snorlax to be graded, but we had some issues with that. Don't know if you guys are aware of that, but there were some issues with that, and he ended up sending the cards back to me after getting them back from PSA. And I sent it in myself, and it graded a 10, which is absolutely fantastic. And I definitely love this artwork for Latios. I really don't know which one I like more, the full art version in Plasma Freeze or the full art version in Roaring Skies. Next card, we have a full art Kyogre EX from Tidal Storm, graded a Gem Mint 10. I did pull this card myself, so it has a lot of sentimental value to me. Pulling it myself and grading it a 10, that's always just a fantastic feeling. Coming down the home stretch here on these cards, we have a Mega Gengar EX, PSA 10, the XY promo. When I saw this card, I was over the moon. I was so happy we were getting a shiny Mega Gengar EX, and I was so happy, and it looks beautiful. Shiny Mega Gengar looks fantastic. The attack name Hollow Geist just sounds so sinister and menacing. And I was really happy to get this card graded a 10. I got it sealed. I actually unsealed it on video. It's one of my most viewed videos. So if you guys want to check that out, this is the same card that was in that video. Next up, we have a PSA 10 Rayquaza EX from EX Dragon, just for my recent PSA submission, or PSA returns. And I purchased this card right when I started collecting. Again, I purchased it off of Amazon or something, and the grade speaks for itself. It was a Gem Mint 10, which is absolutely amazing. So happy to get this card, this old card that, I don't know, had been sitting in a warehouse somewhere, and then I purchased it, sent to me through the mail. Sort of survived my early collection handling when I wasn't sleeving and top-loading all my cards. And then, yeah, and then I popped it in a card saver, sent it off to PSA, and the grade speaks for itself. And finally, the last 3 cards are sort of the pride and joy of my collection right now. I'll organize them pretty quick, but here they are. It is my PSA 10. Whoops, just got to figure my hand in around all the stack of graded cards. My PSA 10 Primal Mega Japanese First Edition Full Art graded set. These I have the Primal Groudon EX in a PSA 10, and you can see that there. All of these were purchased off of eBay. I didn't pull any of them myself, which does kind of stink, but these do have some cool stories behind them. This is the second time I had submitted a Primal Groudon Full Art. The first one graded a 9, and this one graded a 10, which is extremely amazing. This Mega Rayquaza EX Full Art purchased off of eBay for an insane amount of money. I think I paid like $65 for it, which is probably the most I've ever paid for a card single, or maybe the second most. I think I bought a Charizard Gold Star for like $120 once, but probably the second most I've ever paid for a card single, and it graded a Gem Mint 10. So absolutely amazing for that. This is probably my favorite card in my collection right now. And finally, Primal Kyogre EX, the first PSA 10 of a Primal Kyogre. I believe this is the first PSA 10 that was graded, along with the Full Art Kyogre. These are both the first PSA 10s that were graded. Definitely not the only PSA 10s out there, but really fantastic to have those in my collection. So, thank you guys again for 500 subscribers. Absolutely epic. I have so many amazing videos coming up for you guys with the release of Bandit Ring. I have 7 booster boxes of that set on pre-order as of now. I have big auctions going on eBay to fund that. So, extremely happy that I'm going to be able to open up 7 booster boxes of Bandit Ring, and very excited for the future of my channel. So, thank you guys for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and stick around for more videos.